Hey guys, today's video I'm going to be showing you what I eat in a day to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. We got this. It's actually supposed to tell you what I eat in a day, so we're going to be starting with the breakfast. Usually, I don't really eat breakfast until like 10 a.m., but for the purpose, well, it's actually it's actually 11:48 a.m. right now still, so technically it's within reason. But I'm going to be showing you what I eat for breakfast almost every single day, and it works. So the first thing I want you to do is to find a non-stick pan, because what we're going to be doing, eggs. So eggs is actually one of the easiest sources of protein. Obviously the egg whites is better, but you know, in Jamaica we don't really have egg whites like that. Very expensive, so you just use egg. And I'm not gonna waste the yolk because you know we don't waste food around here. So we're gonna be getting this non-stick pan, and then we have this spray oil. This is supposedly 0 calories. I don't really believe it, but it's way less calories than if you used actual oil. And then with a non-stick pan, all you do is just spray it onto the non-stick pan, put it on low heat, put in the eggs. I'm gonna put in about 3 or 4 eggs, and I'm gonna scramble it. So we're gonna start up this baby, put it on low heat, nothing too serious. There's no water inside of this pot right now, so it works out perfectly. And then we're gonna get our spray, we're gonna mix, I will not mix it, we're gonna shake it up, and then we're just gonna spray all around it. This is way healthier than if you're actually pouring oil. I actually do have oil right now. And then in the meantime, even though it hasn't warmed up as yet, we're gonna get our eggs. So I'm just literally just gonna put in about maybe 3 or 4. I'll decide as I go along. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Yes, I know everybody can count, but you know, sometimes I just like to, I guess, talk it out loud, you know what I'm saying? So we have 4 eggs. We're gonna make that start cooking, and then we're just gonna kind of slowly whisk it into scrambling it, you know what I'm saying, as it like cooks. Time to start whisking it up, you know what I'm saying, just slowly but surely. The good thing with the non-stick pan is that it won't stick, so you just kind of give it a little whisk around, which you probably should have just done in the cup in the first place, but I'm just lazy, so I'm just gonna let this solidify just a little bit, and then we're gonna get to actual scrambling, you know what I'm saying? Bro, this is why non-stick pans are so cool. Just look at that. Not sticking. Yeah, I just love it. Something escaping, but it's not sticking, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so while this solidifies just a little bit more, we're gonna add a little flavor in. So we got the black pepper. Gonna drop in our black pepper in there, you know what I'm saying? For like an added spice. And then we're gonna put in a little bit of salt, not too much, because you don't want it to be salty, but you don't really want it to be fresh either. I think I probably put in just a little bit too much, but hey, it is what it is, man. We don't really be eating anything too crazy today. Yeah, mix it around, ensure that like it, try your best to even it out. That's what we got. And then all we're gonna do is just plate it. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you a better angle. Keep forgetting that I'm recording from that part, so yeah. And then always lock off the stove. That's very integral, of course. So yeah, this is what we have in this nice little bowl right here, nice and fluffy. Yes, sir. I usually have it with like a bowl of oatmeal with some fruits, you know what I'm saying? To like give me that fiber, but I've actually changed that just a little bit to start eating more fruits. And I don't eat bread like that anymore. I might eat bread occasionally, like on a sandwich or a burger, but I don't eat bread like that because I realized that with bread, it makes me feel bloated, and it's literally like empty calories, because it's like I'll eat a slice of bread, it's 70 to 140 calories for the slice of bread, and it's just so not filling. Like I can eat 4 or 5 bread. That shouldn't be something good. Like something that's filling, supposed to keep me filled. Like I'm supposed to feel like I'm worth the 100 calories or the 140 calories. I don't feel that with bread. Similarly with pasta, pasta kind of gets me a little bit bloated, but that's for like lunch or dinner. So I have my fruits. This is what I'm gonna get my fiber from. I have apple, I have grapes, I have cherry, and I have banana. So we're just gonna make like a little small bowl, quick and easy, and then, you know what I'm saying, that's what we're gonna have it with. So I don't track calories. I literally just take up as much, because you can't get fat off of fruits, you know what I'm saying? So you just take up some fruits, nothing too crazy, you know. Take up some fruits. Usually I just chop this up. I wash everything already and put it in the fridge, because you know you always have to wash your stuff. And then you know you just get like, I don't know, a handful of grapes, put them in as well. Nothing too serious. I'll just put in everything actually. And then last but not least, you know, you have a banana. So I have my banana here as well. And then you have these two. So you have, oops, sorry, this looks so untidy, I apologize. So you have your scrambled eggs, 4, which is a lot of protein, maybe like, I don't know, 6 per egg or 5 per egg, so that's 20 grams of protein. Plus you get in your fiber and it keeps you full. And then you just pair that with a una botella de agua, boom, and you're good. You're full for the morning, I tell you that. You won't be eating anything until like lunch, or maybe if you want like a snack. Obviously, I still go for my 12K steps per day, and I go to the gym as well. So, you know, those are very important stuff. You have to find things that you like. So like you also have this Starkish chunk tuna. If you look at it, it's only 90 calories per tin, and it's 20 grams of protein. So you put this in with some low calorie mayonnaise, 35 calories per teaspoon. And then you also put in like black pepper, cut up a little seasoning and put that in. You can have a sandwich, or you can do what I do and just have crackers with it, cream crackers. I think 8 or 9 per serving. So I usually have like 8 or 9 of them. And it's like 110 to 130 calories plus this. So it ends up getting at least 20 odd grams worth of protein just by having this meal alone. So very useful if you're a tuna person or a sardine person. Other things that you can have for breakfast. You can have anything. You can have a protein shake actually. You could have just put all of these fruits or get a frozen fruits, put it with some protein powder and put in your magic bullet or your whatever you want to call it, ninja, whatever, and you make your protein shake and that's your breakfast. You don't have to do anything like complex. Hell, you can even skip breakfast. If you skip breakfast and just drink like tea or coffee or whatever the case may be, you have more coffee, you have more calories that you can have for lunch, snacks, and dinner. So you don't even have to have breakfast. I do, because that's just me. I always thank God for your meals because, you know, you didn't have to have it. So always pray before your meals, you know. This is good. Nice. I didn't put too much salt. And then obviously, like, you know, fruits, can't go wrong with fruits. There's nobody in the history of humanity, to my knowledge at least, of my history at least, that has gotten fat off of fruits. So you don't really have to track fruits. Eat as much fruits as you want. Fruits are the best snack. Best snack. Just came back from Walmart and I'll say that I haven't had anything as yet. I've basically just bailed, went on the road, you know what I'm saying, run some errands. I had an unofficial grocery run. Call it as my first grocery run, basically. And I'm gonna show you what I got. And these are mostly healthy, and these are mostly the stuff that I'm gonna be eating for the next, I don't know, month. Obviously, I'll buy like a little thing here and there to kind of fill the gaps, but yeah, this is what I literally eat. So getting the sweet treat out of the way, I have 2 apple pies. They're both 280 calories per one. I don't track calories because I don't care. And I walk a lot of steps. I do at least 12K steps per day, so it doesn't really matter to me. I'm gonna be eating probably both of these today. I shouldn't, but I will. I bought this clove or triplet of clove or garlic. That's very important. I bought this honey butter chicken bites. They're 180 calories per serving, so I feel like I'll actually try it. Oh, there's a honey butter liquid gold inside there. I don't really care. So I'm gonna be putting this in the air fryer because the air fryer is actually key to most of my diet. I don't use oil. I don't use oil for like 90% of my diet. I literally just, unless my mother cooks food, I literally just put everything in the air fryer. Unless I'm gonna cook something, then fine, I'll cook something up like, if I'm gonna make like brown stew chicken, curry chicken, etc. Yes, oil has to be in those things, but even then, it's a one-off, you know what I'm saying? I have some purple onions, very important, muy importante, very good, you know what I'm saying? Chop these up and put these in a minced beef. They're very good. Speaking of minced beef, I'm trying out this new minced beef called lean ground beef. I checked the calories around the back. It actually says per serving it's 160 calories, only 70 calories per fat, and I get 23 grams of protein. And the thing is, you don't even have to really check the servings because they said that there's 4 servings per pack. So all you do is probably just look at the pack and just cut it in 4, and you use that for per serving. So I'd probably cut it in half, cook up two servings, and then eat it twice with like rice or wedges or egg. You can actually eat it with eggs, like scrambled egg in the morning. That's very good as well. Can use that. I bought these raw shrimp. They're actually, I think, about 40 to 8, no, they're about 45 to 60 per bag. So I have a good amount of shrimps in here. It's 60 calories per servings, and I have 3 servings in there. So the same thing, I just split it in 3 and I know each serving, you know what I'm saying? Or if I cook the whole thing, I'll literally just eat 3 times. So I get 3 servings. And it's 60 calories to 15 grams of protein. That's excellent. That's why they always say seafood is always the way to go to lose weight. I bought these premium pork boneless chops. They're pork loin boneless chops. So they're pork chops basically. I got 4, and I think per pork chop it is 170 calories with 24 grams of protein, so that's excellent. All you do is just season it up and put it in the air fryer until it's crisp and nice. You do this with some mashed potatoes and some vegetables on the side, or rice, yeah, whatever. And this is good as well. Last but not least, I got this container with, or this pack of Idaho? Idaho potatoes. So this is what I'm basically going to be doing for my mashed potatoes. If I want to be healthy, I guess I could just boil the potato, peel it, cut it in half and boil it and just eat it with some vegetables on the side. I don't necessarily have to make it like mashed, because with the mash you'd add like more calories, but I like mashed potatoes. So the pork chops with the mashed potatoes and some broccoli on the side. Amazing. Que magnifica. And on food related, I got a TV. It's 24 inches. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go for a big TV or anything because it's just me alone. I don't need a big TV. This is good. I just really need the TV to actually, well, I watch everything on my phone and my laptop, really and truly, so I don't really need a TV. The TV, well, the need that I have for it is that I play games on my Xbox, so I always need to plug in the TV so that I can play the game. So that's the only reason why I got this TV. I got it for $60, bro, 65, I think, or 68. So this was good. Got a little warranty on it just in case, you know what I'm saying? But it also comes with the apps, Netflix, and it comes with free cable channels, Prime Video, Apple TV, Disney Plus. So once you have an account for any of these, except for the watch TV thing, you're good like gold. So I'm not really worried, you know what I'm saying? This is pretty good. So this is a good buy. I'm probably gonna either buy a table so I can put it on so it can be like my level, or I'll buy a, we call it again, the thing that you put on the wall mount. Yeah, so I'm gonna get a wall mount because I'll probably just have this inside my room and watch this when I'm ready, and then play games when I'm ready as well. That's probably what I'll have it for, to be honest. But yeah, so these are the stuff that I got. I'm gonna set this up though. Okay, so I put this inside of the air fryer and I'm gonna fry them up right now because I am not a boring person. I actually love to eat fries, so I just air fry it so it's healthy, you know what I'm saying? And you kind of have to know the serving size, which is usually about 11 to 14 pieces with like 100 and add calories, whatever. All right, so this is the end product right now. The honey butter chicken with the fries. I'll just get some ketchup, and I have my Coke Zero. I don't drink actual soda anymore. I just drink Coke Zero, 7-Up Zero, Sprite Zero, sparkling drinks. I drink water with electrolytes or just water alone. Like, I cut off most of my liquid calories and just have this. So I literally just get this, wash off the tin. You always wash off the top, of course. And then just pour it in a cup. And that's me. I buy a case of this every week and just put 2 in the fridge. And as soon as the 2 finish, I wash them off again and put 2 more in there, and that's me. So I'm gonna go enjoy this right now. This is lunch. This is the second meal of the day. Plus the apple pie. I had the apple pie, of course. So it's now 10:05 p.m. I already did my 12,000 steps. Actually, I'm at 14,500. You know what I'm saying? I just came from the gym, as you can see by the little pump that you're seeing right now. Nothing too serious. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna get some dinner, and it's gonna be high protein, low carbs, and healthy. So let's get it. So I have the beef from earlier, and I have some leftover rice that I already had. So that's pretty chill. This is not more than a cup and a half of cooked rice. So I'm gonna use half of this. And then I have some mixed vegetables as well that I'll use, and then maybe I'll include some fruits, I'm not sure. But we're gonna get into it right now. I'm gonna use half of this so I can put away food for tomorrow. Just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You guys already know the drill. Open this, turn on the stove at a relatively good heat. It's gonna start heating up, of course. I always just skip the steps. I literally just get my spray oil, coconut oil, as it says 0 calories. I don't trust it, but hey, 0 calories. Spray as much as you'd like. Put it in there, and then we're gonna put in the magical beef. All right, so as I said, split it in half. So I'm literally just gonna, oopsie daisy, I'm just gonna take up a cut 30. So I'm literally just gonna, well, if it would like to come out, I'm just gonna drop it in there, and then I'm just gonna spread it. Pause. All right, so I just done squish these up. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna make it go on fry, and once it starts cook, I should say, I'll just separate it and use the magic. So this, you kind of just make it go and cook out. Yeah, turn it over and so forth. But you make this go and cook out, and then usually I just strain it and then start cooking it again, and all this well. This is just I don't even know if you call it the fat. I don't know what you call it actually, but this is something that always happens. Alright, so now it's cooked up, can't lie. We're gonna add our seasoning. We have the ground paprika. I don't know if you can see it properly, ground paprika. We're just gonna season to our liking, really and truly. I don't really know what or how much to put in. We got the onion powder. I'm not editing that out. Onion powder. We got some cayenne pepper. Yes, sir. This is for the spice. Definitely. We're gonna need that. Flavor is key. And then we can't forget the all-purpose Jamaican seasoning. Always just pour it out into the cap first. You know what I'm saying? This should be, well, this is too much actually. Just put like a little bit. And then we just mix up. Turn this down actually. Then we just mix up and we basically finish. If I had some hot sauce, I drop the hot sauce in this right now and it would make better actually. Alright, so it looks like this. It's not the most presentable, but I mean, it tastes good, okay? And it's a lot of protein, 23 grams of protein. Yeah, so this is what we have. We have the minced beef, we have the rice on there, just warm it up, and I have the, you call it again? Mixed vegetables from the can. I was gonna make broccoli back on, but I was lazy. As I said, I only drink water, 0-calorie drinks, whether it's 0-calorie soda, you know what I'm saying? Or I actually have these 5-calorie electrolyte packs. I drink like 2 per day because I'm always in the sun. It's called Squeeze Zero. I don't even know if you can see it. Squeeze Zero. I don't know. It's pretty good. I get them at work, so I just, you know, use them. This one is pink lemonade, I believe, or is it fruit punch? It's probably the fruit punch one, but there's a pink lemonade one that's like really, really good. This one is good as well. All you do is just open it and just pour it inside of the drink, and then you mix it up, shake it up, and then there you have it. You have literally a tasty drink that like is electrolyte filled, obviously, and you can have juice with it, you know, without drinking 40 odd grams of carbs or 40 odd grams of sugar and 200 calories within like a soda or like a tropical rhythms or whatever. Yeah, this is good and it's flavorful. So yeah, this is the dinner what we have. I just came from the gym, so you know, you always have to kind of pack up back on your carbs and eat your proteins and whatever. Oh my God, this is hot. I need something to put on. So yeah, but of course it's gonna taste good because I tasted it already, so of course it's good. But yeah, I try to cook as much as I can and use as little oil as possible because I'm giving myself more calories to eat versus having more calories in oil, as well as having more calories in what's that thing, drinks. So I reduce the calories that I have in the drinks and I reduce the calorie with the oil. Oil is healthy, you know. You need oils, you need fats. So, you know, if you have to cook something with oil, try, but just reduce the amount of like meals that you're eating with oil. The rule of thumb is that the more meals that you're eating that doesn't require it actually being cooked, like for example, if you boil some eggs versus actually frying it or scrambling it, you'd obviously be less calories, you know. If you ate tuna or sardine without cooking it, you know what I'm saying, like you make your seasoning and your mayonnaise and pepper and all those lovely stuff, it would equal to less calories than if you actually cooked it. I'm not saying that you can't cook it, you can cook it. I'm just saying the less you cook, the less you fry. So for example, instead of eating fried chicken that you base it with flour, you can fry the chicken with the skin. If you take off the skin off of the chicken, that's already less calories. But if you air fry the chicken now, even with the skin, it's still way less calories than if you fried it in oil. Similarly to fries, if you fry the fries drenched in oil, it's gonna be way more calories than if you have it inside of the air fryer. So let me know if you guys want me to start like posting my workouts like more often, like the workouts that I did. Today I did arms, like I did bicep, back, and legs. That's my split for today. On 2 days ago, so today's Wednesday. So on Monday I did, what did I do? I did full body actually. And the other day I did chest. The other day I did chest, bicep, and shoulder. No, chest, tricep, shoulder, because they're all connected. So that's the split that I have for that day. So as I said, just let me know if you guys want to like do like videos of me doing that. You know, I'm still kind of figuring out what works for my channel because I really don't know what kind of videos you guys want. But I'm still posting. I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. But yeah, that's it for today's video. What I eat in a day. Hope you guys enjoy.